Yay, my Pisces peeps. I am a Pisces moon, so you guys are my crew. So thanks for coming by. If you have come by again, thank you for coming back. And if you have come here for the first time, I'm Elsie and I'm Ten of Cups Tarot, and you have reached me, and I hope you're gonna consider clicking on the sub button, just because this is the greatest group of people. I'm telling you, 3,300 people, and all the ones that comment, they're just wonderful and kind and honest and uplifting. And if this is the place you want to come to feel good during the day, yeah, you've made the right choice. So this reading is going to be for you, Pisces, for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. If you do not know what your sun and, your moon and your rising sign are, you can go to my About page. If you go up to the top and click on About, go down to the bottom of the page, you'll see a link there for Sun, Moon, Rising. And there is also a donation link there if you do feel as though you'd like to help keep the channel open by donating anything at all. I can also do electronic coupons if you'd like to give a reading to a loved one for Christmas. Okay, so here we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Angels and archangels, guides, please be close. Ooh, flying all over here. And if I could please have your help, Archangel Michael, any guides and angels, and gods and goddesses, holders of the pure white light, if you can please bless me that I will be safe as I open up a channel to Spirit. Thank you for this beautiful gift, Spirit, that I can share with others for their highest good. If you could please tell me, Spirit, what is the most important thing that the sign of Pisces needs to know collectively? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. The most important thing they need to know for their highest good. All right, 2 more shuffles. That's what I'm told. Or at least I'm told. 1 and 2. There we go. And we shall cut. There we go. And the first card is the card that is the overall energy for the reading. Okay, ready? Oh, look at that. You're coming right at us with the sun. Holy smokes. Okay, Pisces, I see you. Look at those kids. They always crack me up. Those little kids, eh? They're all naked and trying to pull down this flag. So anyway, the sun comes to illuminate all things. No guesswork. So it comes to illuminate life and everything. Happy life. Everything is blooming. You can see the sun. Well, not looking so happy, but you know, if you were that hot, you wouldn't either. But the kids, they crack me up. They're pulling down this flag here. And this is the after tarot that I'm using. So this is what happens after everybody's all happy in the sun. But you can see everything's flourishing, right? Everything is flourishing. And the sun comes to illuminate everything, and the dark and the light cannot occupy the same space. So that means that anytime that the light comes, the dark has to leave, and that illuminates everything. That's everyone else's stuff, your stuff too, just saying. All right, so this one popped out. It was Strength. So you've got 2 right away. We know we've got 2 major arcana cards here. So Spirit has got your back so far, and the Sun and Strength. So it looks like something is coming at you that you need to have complete illumination of. So you need to be able to see all of the facts and everything. And it's telling you that strength and inner strength is going to be required. Let's see what's coming up. Ah, you're going to be leaving, it looks like. You may be leaving. It's the 6 of Swords. And so the 6 of Swords is having to move away, or having to be, you know, moving away to calmer waters. So you've had a hard time where you are. It could be at work, it could be in your neighborhood, it could be any of those places, but you have, you've taken your boat and your child and your wife and you're gone, and you've gone to calmer waters, because where you were was pretty crazy. So you've had to have the strength, and the sun needs to illuminate so you know exactly what you're up against. essentially. So something's gone down here. What's gone down? Something with money. This is the miser, and the miser is the money guy. You know, he's the guy who doesn't want to share. So you've moved away because it looks like you've come across someone who doesn't want to share. Now the thing is this, you can see who's creeping up behind him, right? The miser is stingy and doesn't want to share. The miser's also scared, very frightened, and which makes sense. If you're going to be that way, you're probably frightened that someone's either going to steal from you or something like that. So this miser, he has death coming up behind him, and it's going to cause him to transform. And it's going to be the end of him being a miser. But nonetheless, it looks like this may have been something that caused you to leave. It could be maybe you needed to go to a different job. You weren't getting paid enough. They didn't promote you when they were supposed to. You could have just walked away. And you probably would have done that because you're intuitive, Pisces. You probably thought, you know what, I can see better things in the distance. My gut feeling tells me it's time to go. And I did the same thing on the spot, actually. I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm going to go pack my crap then. Yeah. Maybe you're going to go work for the emperor, or maybe you are the emperor. But it looks like the miser might be the emperor. So this is the person who runs the empire, and he could be the person who is being miserly. The emperor is being miserly, which has cost you to leave your job. And it took a lot of strength to do that. You weighed your options, found the facts, because everything was illuminated with the sun, and you took off. Coming up under the sun is the Hanged Man. You're still trying to see it from another perspective, though. Hopefully you're seeing it from a perspective that's in your favor, and that you're just sort of looking over different things that you can do in terms of a line of work. So the Hanged Man is usually stuck trying to look at something with a different, you know, looking at it and trying to make headway of it by looking at it from a different perspective, I guess. And this person here has come to give him water in the after tarot. Make sure that he's okay whilst he's hanging there. Coming up under strength is the King of Swords. The King of Swords could be the new employer. The King of Swords is a very smart, book-smart king. And he can be a bit of a jerk. He can be. Just because he doesn't have time to deal with the crap, right? He just doesn't. He's running a kingdom. He doesn't have time to deal with the stuff. But the thing is this, is that he's always logic over heart. So he's not really very heartfelt. Just hang on, I'm going to get some water. He's not very heartfelt when it comes to making decisions. He makes them based on his business. So he's making his choices based on logic. If it doesn't fit into his logic, it's not going to be in your favor. So the Hanged Man is hanging here next to the King of Swords. It looks like, though, that you may be, this is the Page of Cups, and the Page of Cups is bringing in emotional messages of emotion. I always like this card because it shows that the nutrition, or the, you know, baby has popped out of the cup, which is cute. But this is a water sign card, and the cup, I'm sorry, the card itself, it does show, not in the after tarot, but in the regular tarot, it does show that there is a cup with a fish in it, and that sort of indicates children. So that could be another reason why you've moved away, that you just need to have a better line of work for your family, because your family is growing and you need to do that. You're hoping that the king is going to be able to help with that. Yeah, the Page of Cups is younger than you. There's an age difference, so that could be a child. Yeah, and after that, you're going to need to repair, I think. It's been a long journey, and it's been a stressful one. And this guy has stressed you out. This old miser here that you were working for, this dude, he stressed you out. And it's time for you to rest, and you need some rest and relaxation. It's time for you to do that for yourself, to repair, to heal, and to be able to go at it with gusto when it's time. I got some that flipped. Hang on a sec. I think I got it. Yeah, I did. All right. Is that another one that flipped? And it is clarity. So you want clarity with your new employer, which makes sense. You kind of want clarity with the Emperor, I think, but I don't know if you're going to get it, man, because the Emperor is the one that stressed you out and didn't pay you enough, and yeah, that's why you left. So, but I think that if you do rest, and you heal, give yourself some time to heal, I think you'll have more clarity. I think you'll have clarity about what you need and what your family's needs are. And it looks like something that's nostalgic. So maybe you're moving back to somewhere that you grew up. So you could be moving back to the old neighborhood, because that's where things are, you know, that's where your family is, that's where your friends are, that's where you want your children to grow up. So nostalgia is playing a part here. And I think that it has to do with you taking your family to an area that you used to live in, maybe a place that you grew up in, perhaps. The Ten of Wands. It's time to drop your burdens. Yeah, you're going back to the place where people love you. So it's time to drop your burdens. This wounded warrior here is sort of holding himself up on the last wand. Poor guy. He's been through it for sure. But it's the end of those burdens, so you can now drop those burdens, because it's time for you to have your Nine of Cups. It's time for you to have your wishes come true. The merchant, although can be stingy, still needs an employee. Just saying, you know, and he's a wealthy merchant, clearly. So this could be the place where you might fit in the best in this new job. Yep, you're going to have to make a decision about that. You're going to have to make a decision. This is also the card of resurrection, so this could be resurrecting things from the past. This could be a job you used to work at. You're going back and saying, hey, I'm back in town. I really would like to be your salesman. I really would like to do the best that I can, but you're going to have to make judgments about that. You're also going to have to be buying a new house, new car, all that kind of stuff. So you're going to have to be making a judgment about whether or not you want to work with that merchant, because that is the 9, you know, it's the 9 of Cups. So it is your wishes fulfilled. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you want to work for the merchant. He's going to pay you well. There's your 10 of Cups, right? Yeah, absolutely. So happy life, happy wife, Apex. You've got both Apex cards. I'm just saying. You got the 10 of Cups and the Sun. Wow. No wonder you got that card. And then there's the King of Wands. The King of Wands could be you. And it could also be someone else who could be someone you might work for. So this person is usually a boss, usually runs businesses, CFO, CEO. He is the guy, the money dude. He's a passionate king, and he usually gets what he wants when he wants it. So he can be a little selfish, but he may be the better choice for you than your last job. Just saying. You still feel stuck, though. You're not really making a decision. You don't want to see it coming at you. You're not really sure what to do, and you don't want to make a decision right now. And ooh, your fear. You're fearful. You're fearful of what's coming, and you could feel that you're kind of, you know, chained to maybe chained to the person that you're with. Maybe chained to an addiction, maybe chained to fear, maybe just feel like you don't have control over yourself anymore, that other people are controlling how much money you make, where you work, that you have to move, that kind of thing. And yeah, I get that. I totally get that. Yeah, don't let them take advantage of you. This 6 of Pentacles here is the reciprocity card, but in the After Tarot, it shows this guy as being taken advantage of. So you can see that all the people are walking by him there, and they've got their hands open, and they're just walking by, and he's just giving them money And they're not saying thanks or nothing. They're just totally taking him for granted and taking all of his money, and he keeps giving it. So there could be fear of being taken advantage of again. That's what I see here. Fear of being taken advantage of. The last card is Justice. But you know what? It's all going to work out, because in the end, Justice balances the scales, right? And the Justice card shows up when there is an injustice. And the injustice has been that you had to move to get a new job, you might have children on the way or a child on the way, and you were taken advantage of by the last employer. He wasn't very kind to you, and it's just time for your 10 of Cups moment. It's time for you to move along and to have the things that you and your family need. And yeah, justice is about to be yours. You will have justice, Pisces. So we go to, oh, first of all, I should ask for an outcome here. Although that Justice card is a pretty darn good outcome, I'm just saying. Spirit, is there an outcome here that you can share with us, please? If everything goes as planned in this reading, please give us an outcome. All right, so you have walked away from the things that no longer serve you, right? And now you're waiting. You're waiting to see what's going to happen. You've started the harvest, but this person knows you're really good at what you do. They know. So I have a feeling that that fish in the cup, that Page of Cups, was an indication that you've been there before, that you have gone, you've lived in the place that you are now, that you went back home, essentially. So whoever is going to hire you understands that you are really good at what you do. And this is the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is the one that you want to work for, because he's the money guy, right? He's the CFO, right? He's the guy that runs the business, and he's the accountant as well, and the actuary and all of that. So yeah, so you've walked away from things that no longer serve you. Then you started harvesting what you could, and they can see your mastery here. This king here can see your mastery. So I think you've made a good decision. You've made a good decision to carry on to another job, whether you're having to move homes or not. I think you made a great decision to quit the job you were at, so you were no longer being taken advantage of, right? All right. Let's see. Sometimes the good is hidden. Yes, sometimes it is. Sometimes the good is hidden. Find the good in what they said or asked. It's always there, even if they didn't mean for it to be there. Sherlocky yours at the universe. P.S. Clues for what you want are hidden all around you. Keep your eyes open, Pisces. It's hidden all around you. You're the person who is the empath. You are intuitive, and you know these things are hidden around you. You know it. I'll venture a guess that you also know where they are. Through dreams, through things people tell you, through synchronicities and signs. I bet you could find those things that are hidden. All right. Last one, Power of Love. Unity. Nice. You understand that the love shared with another is amplified and has a triple effect across the universe. Nice. Unity. Good. All right. That's all I have for you, Pisces. If you need a reading or a reading for a loved one, please contact me. If you want something, an electronic coupon or something that you want for them to have a free reading for Christmas, you can pay that ahead if you'd like to do that. I can also give you a private reading if you like. Just my email is down there. If you can leave me a comment and let me know if this reading at all resonated with you, that would be great. And thank you for coming by. And please don't forget to hit the subscribe before you leave. Okay, thank you. Bye now.